Welcome to part 4 of the blood tutorial, and in this part we're going to be tackling episode 2. Thankfully, most of episode 2 is pretty easy, but of course, yet again, there are some tricks that are just really difficult to perform, which we're going to get into. So starting off, jump out the boat, SR40 in the water, come out of the water. Shoot this guy if you want to, and shoot the zombie so he doesn't block you when coming back. Take the spray can here in the corner, you have to go into this corner and take it. And then we're gonna perform a trick. We're gonna be performing a trick, by the way. I'm gonna get into these remote detonators later because they're important too. We're gonna perform a trick where the spray can projectiles, because they're projectiles basically, as you can see. They actually clip over the door, and we're gonna be aiming here at this little black bar here, looking down, and just shoot, basically. This is gonna hit the cultist on the other side, and he's gonna be triggered at us. We're gonna be staying in this corner. He wants to kill us, and he's gonna open the door for us.
I need a key.
Just remember that this happens if you don't go too quick, but it's a really simple trick. Just come into this corner and then just spray under the door, basically. This is necessary so that the cultist doesn't take too much damage. If you did it like this, as you can see, it came back to the other side. But this happens, he just basically catches fire immediately. So you have to aim down so they take less damage. And as for these remote detonators here, you can pick these up. Loses you like 2 seconds. Or maybe a little bit more. This can be useful for E2M2 for a later trick that we're gonna go into. But anyway, let me show you the level up to this point so far again. This guy, if you want to, shoot the zombie, he catches fire from that grill. Pick up the spray can, go in the corner, and just shoot here. You cannot pick up the remote detonators and make this trick happen at the same time, unfortunately. Anyway, run into this. We picked up the key from here, and try to run up in a way that you also pick up the proximity bombs. We're gonna need one of them. Or another trick in E2M2, and if you want to, you can just take the remote detonators. I'm gonna take them now. Anyway, run up here, shoot this guy. Flip the ship wheel, then come over here. You have to wait a little bit for this explosion to happen. You have, if you're quick enough, you have time to actually kill this cultist here in the corner. He always drops HP for you, so you're full HP. And then, when you see this highest elevation, just jump into the water and then crouch, so you don't poop your head here on the water. Anyway, swim through. Uppity up, and just end the level. And that's E2M1 for you. Pretty simple. Now, there's gonna be 3 routes that you can actually take here. I'm gonna show you first.
And you don't know where to go to. Putting on the Ritz.
You, Caleb. So, first route is gonna run through here. Jump up here. This is completely optional, but if you're new, I recommend doing this. If you get better at the game over time, you can skip this phase in the run. So, run in here, open the secret, take the TNT and the super armor. Super armor is the important one here. Dodge the gargoyle, shoot this window out, and then do a direct hit on this gargoyle. A gargoyle? What am I saying? This butcher. He has the key for the next key that we're gonna pick up. So run in here, kill this Tommy gunner. He has the next key that we need, and then run over to the poo chute. You're gonna open the right one, and then drop down here. Now, normally you would flip that switch, but if you picked up the remote detonators or the TNT, you can just boost out of this. Well, yeah, the mountains of poo. I'm gonna show you the remote detonator trick first. So for this, you're gonna alt fire, drop TNT under yourself, and as soon as you explode it, while swimming up, you release your swimming key, which is your jump key basically. If you don't do that, you're just gonna fly up and you're not actually gonna make it up because you keep swimming up, and then when you reach the top, the remote detonator doesn't actually propel you up anymore, you just keep swimming up. So drop it and then immediately detonate the remote detonator. And then release your space key, and then you should be up here. Takes a bit of practice, but you're gonna grab the fire key and the life seed this way. Also, you can do this with a TNT. Basically, you aim in this, get in this corner, aim at the wall here, and just hold space while you're trying to do this. Don't hold space too early, otherwise you're just gonna push yourself away. And also, try to not aim too low, otherwise this happens. Try to aim higher up a little bit. You want to use the, when swimming up, you want to use this swimming up motion to make it up here. Like that. So just practice this. It's with a little bit of practice, you're gonna get the hang of it, no issues. And there you go. So up until this point, I haven't shown the third hardest strat. We're gonna get into it, but those basically meet up at this point. So you're gonna be picking up the fire key every single time, and you just want to finish the level from here on out. So run out the door. Thank you, Innocent. And in here, flip the switch, and then swimming down here, drop a proximity. So when you land, when you pick up the key, it actually lines up with the proximity. Blowing up below you, it propels you a little bit, saves you about 1 or 2 seconds. Equip your TNT for the next level and just finish it. And that's it. Now, though, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Mario 2-2. I'm gonna show you the third hardest strat, which I really don't recommend if you're a newcomer. What you need to do is run through this section here, kill all the cultists, and bait this gargoyle over your direction. Now you want to stand here in this corner, about here. It's really hard to line it up, and as soon if the gargoyle starts throwing bones at you on the edge where the shadow starts, in this little cave here, is, you know, when you've lined it up correctly. And as soon as he starts throwing those bones at you, you want to come to this corner here. Now this here is a sector over sector clip, where the shadow actually meets, and this bright part, this outside part actually meets, is where these two sectors overlap, and we can clip down instantly to the fire key. It saves a ton of time, but unfortunately, it's a really difficult strat to perform. You cannot perform it if you're standing on this snow patch here because it's higher up. You're not performing the clip from here, you're performing the clip between these two sectors here. That's how you clip down. And you want to bait the gargoyle in a position where you basically build up speed from this guy. If he's not in the correct position, you can pitchfork the guy. So, yeah, unfortunately I messed up. Like I've said, this is a really hard trick to do. Again, I was not in the correct position, so you messed up. An indication of where you are in terms of if your positioning is correct is pay attention to your pitchfork's light effect, basically. If you actually enter this sector here with the shadow, it turns darker. But if you're outside on the moonlight, it actually is represented with a brighter color, as you can see. So just pay attention. It has to be on the bright side, if you're here, if you're trying to perform the clip when it's dark, you've messed up your lineup. The run's here. You have to bait him in a certain position. So this should be good. Unfortunately, the lineup wasn't perfect. Use auto run to your advantage. And one more important thing, avoid this from happening. So you really have to pay attention to. You basically have to pre-assume that you're gonna hit the trick. So you really have to pay attention. You have to be on your mark to be able to hit the trick. So yeah, once you see the first frame of this happening, you immediately want to strafe away. Because in this position, you're going to strafe right into the water. So you want to perhaps turn your mouse right like this. Like immediately flick it away. But yeah, this trick really sucks. And I only really recommend it if you're shooting for world record times. There you go. See? I've immediately stopped my momentum, and I'm sitting on 200 HP. Whew. Alright, that was a lot to take in. But then you just finished the level. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the proxy right now because, well, I had to Mario my way into the level. But that's fine. I'm just gonna collect the TNTs and then we can move forward. Just grab those, finish the level, and let's move on. Again, this is the hardest strat. I really don't recommend it unless you have to go for world record. It saves about 10 seconds, roughly. But there's a lot of other strats that are kinda RNG and save a lot of time too. Some of which are less risky. All of this is muscle memory, and I hope I've covered everything. The important bit is to pay attention to your pitchfork's light effect. So you have to be on the light side of the sector and not on the dark side. Avoid the snow patch, otherwise it's not going to work. And you have to bait the gargoyle in a certain... You have to manipulate its movement in a certain sense that it actually works. Anyway, let's move on to E2M3. So immediately you want to TNT jump up to the sledge here. God. Like so. If you don't do that, you can use the zombie as well. So he spawns out of the ground, and you can just jump up off of his head. There's an invisibility here that you can pick up. It saves... I mean, it doesn't save time. It loses you time, but it loses so little time. It's better to just pick it up so these cultists don't come after you. But this level is pretty straightforward. TNT boost up here. You can skip the invisibility, of course, but I don't recommend it unless you really want to shave off that 1 second or so that it saves at best. Flip the switch, pick up the moon key and the doctor's bag. Now you want to run over here and pick up the jump boots as well. We're gonna need it later. Just jump boots, well, basically here already. And finish the level. That's basically it. That's all. So I'm not even going to show that again because it's really straightforward. Just practice the TNT jump again there. And coming up is E2M4. You're going to be using jump boots again to jump across these edges. Open the door. Use the gargoyle there. Let me just show again. Use that gargoyle there to give you an extra speed boost. Jump boots up here. Go into the secret. If you're low on health, this guy always drops HP for you. Run across here, enter the secret. And then run to the exit. This bar needs a key, but actually you can just crouch under it, as you can see. It's really silly. Yet again, I'm not going to show that level because it's really straightforward. And here we're going to perform a sector over sector clip again, like the hard gargoyle strat I've just shown on E2M2. So enter the room, shoot this guy, and then just run into the door immediately. Don't let it open fully, otherwise it's going to be way too quick. Let me just show you. Like that. We don't want that. We want it to be slow. so the clip can be easily performed. And also turn on your jump boots as well while you do this, so you don't get crushed by the door. It can happen. There you go. This guy always drops HP for you. Blow up the TNTs, wait for like half a second, and just end the level. Pretty straightforward stuff. I just recommend paying attention to the door. Don't let it open fully, and you can just press open on it immediately when you're inside and just perform the clip. It's that simple. And remember to have jump boots on. Alright, E2M5, really simple. I mean E2M6, really simple again. Just jump boots up this window. You can do this with just holding W and just rubbing against the wall, then holding D. Kill this Tommy Gunner if you want to. There's this super armor you want to take. Flip the switch, and just go through. If you're brave, you can actually make this jump here by jumping out the window and immediately crouching so you don't stumble your legs here. But it's kind of difficult. It's not easy to make. And then immediately I'm crouching so you gain more speed in the air by doing an SR40. Flip the switch, and here comes, I think, a trick that I haven't covered in the speed tech tutorial. It's another form of clipping, and actually, it actually makes us clip upwards. But let me just show the rest of the level first. Just run down here. This floor opens up. Just jump boost down there. Just give myself that boost because I'm gonna run out because I've been explaining a lot. Here, this thing drops down on you. And if you're not quick, you're gonna be stuck here with all these zombies. And you have to wait for this. But you can actually just run across this by just SR40ing. And you're past the other side of it. Really simple trick, just SR40, run into it. And here, you're gonna be dropping off this bridge to the right, and you're looking for this cobble wall here, and this acute angle here. So here, you want to go into the corner, TNT boost off the wall, basically. And if I could perform the clip, that would be great. But it's not coming together. Yeah, that was unlucky. Basically, all you have to do is use SR40 while holding backwards and A and looking to the left, like turning your mouse to the left. Thing is that this is going to make us clip up on this platform here. Finally, I managed to get it. Let me just drop down again, I show again. There's going to be a life seed up top there. Alright, finally it's coming together. This is sometimes a hit or miss. Usually it's consistent. You just need the speed, basically, and you have to gradually turn your mouse into the corner, like going to the left. Like so. Turn on your jump boots, of course, when you're falling down here, and make sure it's still on when you perform this clip, so you take less explosion damage. Once you're up here, you can collect this life seed and just proceed. Start cooking a TNT here and throw it at this crack on the wall. Jump boots into it. Pick up this voodoo doll along the way there. This here, voodoo doll, because, well, it's on the ideal path anyway. Flip this. Crouch down so these gargoyles don't annoy you. They cannot hit you while you're crouched, and just end the level. And here comes another trick.
Hey, she-bitch, let's go.
For the boss. So for the boss, King Mamba found a strat where if you look completely down at the spider, for some reason your damage goes up from the shotgun, and you can actually one-shot the guy. So let me just show you if I can get it. There you go. Normally it would take like 12 shots at least to kill this guy. Oh, he's not coming to me. And it's really hard to hit him. As soon as he starts spawning these spiders in, then you're kind of done for. It's really hard to hit the guy. You can jump, perhaps, to mitigate that issue, that you're sliding above these spiders, because it really makes it hard to hit the shot. Alternatively, if you're having trouble with this, you can voodoo doll the guy, and then it should take 2 shots. Unfortunately, I missed the voodoo doll. Again, I missed it. But yeah, it took me 14 shells to actually kill the spider. Alright, this voodoo doll just doesn't want to work. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. Anyway, I recommend practicing the shotgun strat. What I usually like to do is just bait him close to me, like stand at a position. Oh god. Well, I got unlucky there because he immediately spawned a spider, but I just like to bait him close to me. Just line it up completely. Sometimes that can happen too. Bit of RNG what he's gonna do when he wakes up, or when she wakes up. Yeah. If you want to go balls to the wall, you can just straight up run at him. Like that. But yeah, always remember to look down when shooting this guy. Or this gal, I mean. I don't know why I'm going to male. Anyway. That's basically episode 2 for you. Hopefully that was easy to follow. And I hope to see you for episode 3. And until then, take care. Cheers.